on today because we in the kitchen. And this is what we cooking today. Today we are cooking some Asian style barbecue wings. It's kind of like the wings that you get, the honey barbecue wings that you get from KFC. Sort of like on that tip, we're not barbecuing them, we're frying them. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk you guys through the process on how you do that. We're also making the Asian style barbecue wings. We're going to make some garlic Parmesan wings. We're going to cook some fried rice, and we're going to make some crab Rangoon. Now, this is a dish that my kids, is kid friendly, and it's like, you know, or if you're having like, say for instance, you know, a Super Bowl party, or you're having some type of function at your house, and you're making a lot of finger foods. Well, this is a finger food day for us. Today is Tuesday. We ain't got much to watch on tonight. The Lakers done got their ass whooped, so they out of the playoffs. So what we gonna do? Well, we're gonna cook today. So let me start off by saying, y'all hear Tony? Tony in the background said, "Watch who? Atlanta and Chicago. Well, I go for Atlanta. How about that? You know, since we just gotta pick somebody, I go for Atlanta. Who you going for? Oh, okay. So anyway, family, okay, so here we go. So what we're going to do, I'm going to walk you guys through the whole process, and we're going to get busy. This is what we're cooking today. This is Tina's kitchen, and this is how we get ready to get down, okay? Now, what we're going to do, in this pot here, because I'm not frying them the same, okay? Though they will be battered with, you know, they'll be floured and all that stuff, but these ones over here, I'm going to only put a little seasoning salt and a little bit of pepper, because you don't want it to overshadow the seasoning of the hoisin sauce that we're going to use, okay? So on your wings, you're going to put seasoning salt and just a little bit of black pepper, and that's it. You don't want them overly seasoned, okay? Not on those. And then here's our black pepper. Kind of low, huh? Okay. So here's the black pepper, so just black pepper. Now we're just going to pour this whole thing, because this bag here is the garlic Parmesan. Okay. So, then, that's him on the barbecue one. Because, let me tell you why. When on the barbecue, the Asian style barbecue wings, you don't want a garlic taste to them. Now, with the regular garlic Parmesan wings, then I can come through with garlic powder on these guys. Okay? I done sprinkled it all out of the bag. Hold on. I'm going to make a little bit of a mess, but that's alright. That's why we got the washcloth, the handy dandy washcloth handy to work that out when you make a mess. That's why I say to you guys all the time when you're cooking and stuff, always have your trash bag handy, some dishwater ready available, and your washcloth, because all while you're cooking, you need to be wiping shit down. Now, you don't want to be cooking in the kitchen where you got all kind of stuff all over the place. You don't want all kind of stuff all over the place while you're cooking, because you don't want nothing in your food, okay? So see, that's just a little bit one of my pet peeves a little bit. So I know I'm looking a little congested over here as of right now, because I got a lot of stuff going on at once. So anyway, we got our wok on, and what we did was I cut the bacon in 3 pieces. So visual, the slab of bacon, right? The package of bacon, I went boom and boom, which was 3 cuts. That's for our fried rice, okay? Now, what we're putting in our fried rice is simply, now when you make fried rice, let me tell you, family, the key to making fried rice is the rice has to be cold. So preferably, if you make your rice a day before, you can't make homemade fried rice with the same, with rice that you just made. It won't come out right. It will be mushy, and you don't want that. So what I did was 6 o'clock this morning. I got up and I cooked some rice. But what I did was, and also you have to rinse that rice and stuff. You have to rinse that rice to make sure you get most of that starch and stuff off of it. Because you don't want it, because it is a starch, and starch turns to water. It turns to sugar. So you have to rinse it because you don't want it clunky and all that kind of stuff. And as you're frying it, you don't want it to start turning into mush. And that's what it will do. So what you want to do, make your rice a day before, preferably. Or if you have to do it the same day, you're going to make it early. You're going to rinse it all off. You're going to put it in a container, and you're going to put it in the freezer, okay? Because it has to be all the way cold. It can't be half cold, lukewarm, all that. It has to be cold, okay? So now, I have a little bleach and a little detergent on my rack, so that's why you constantly see me referring to this. Okay, so anyway, so now in this bag, and I like my handy dandy cellophane bags too, because these cellophane bags are dual purpose. I mean, you could just do I do all kinds of things with my cellophane bags, you know, and seasoning up chicken and stuff like that is another good look to do with your cellophane bag. You know, I mean, these are so dual purpose. I mean, even when I give myself like a hot oil treatment, I put my hair, wrap my stuff up, and put a bag on it. It's on deck. If I'm, hair that I take off, I'll wash it regularly. I'll put it in a cellophane bag, throw it in the microwave for a few minutes, on deck. So anyway, that ain't got nothing to do with what we're cooking, but I just had to go there. But anyway, so yeah, what you want to do is, season up your stuff like that there, okay? Then, the key to seasoning is you got to smell it. If it smells like it's seasoned, you got to smell at it, okay? So, it's good on garlic, but we done ran out of black pepper, so we ain't got no more of him. So, let's go with a little bit more of this. Just a little bit, okay? Now, fold him up. So you just want to, get it thoroughly seasoned, okay? Just regular seasoning salt, black pepper, garlic powder. That's it. No garlic powder, no garlic salt, because garlic salt will make your chicken salty. You don't want to use garlic salt and then turn around and put seasoning salt. It's redundant. You're going to mess up that way. So you use garlic powder, okay? Then you just kind of massage that bag a little bit, massage that, rub that all in good on that chicken. And so this bag here, I'm going to simply tie this up, like so, okay? Like that, and I'm going to put that in the freezer because I want that to be really cold. And I want the season to go down into the meat, okay? You want, when you eating good fried chicken and stuff like that, you want to taste it down to the bone. You don't want just the crispy part or the skin part seasoned. You want the whole thing seasoned. You want it seasoned all the way down to the bone, baby. That's good chicken. That's good fried chicken right there. Otherwise, what's the point if you just, because like some people will just season the flour. If you just season the flour, then once you get to the meat ain't going to taste like nothing. Because ain't no season on the meat. You have to put season on the meat. Not in the flour, on the meat. Okay? Because all that's doing is that's just doing just the outside. And we want all of this to taste like something. So that's how we doing this. This is how we doing this in my house. We doing the whole bag. Okay? And we doing it all the way down to the bone. Okay? And to make that really set up in there, you bagging and you put it in the refrigerator. Okay? Now I'm going to put this guy in the refrigerator. So now that our chicken is all thoroughly seasoned, and again, when you're working with when you're working with chicken, you definitely want to have some bleach on that rag because you don't want to cross-contaminate and salmonella and all that kind of old stuff like that there. You don't want to do none of that, okay? You want to use some good detergent that has bleach or something in it, and you want to constantly wipe down because you don't want the people that's eating your food to have some type of issue, some kind of something other after everybody done digested and all that kind of stuff, and then somebody is sick off of something that they done ate at your house. Not a good look. Okay, so now, this is our barbecue chicken. So we just gonna kind of shake that up just a little bit. That looks like that's pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use my hand and work that like that. Real proper like that. Now that should be good to go. Let me wash this up off my hands. But see, I don't like to feel stuff up under my nails, you know? I don't like that feeling of stuff up under my nails. I just don't like that. So, okay, let's work that out. Oh, all right. Okay, family, now here we go. Now our chicken is ready. You want to take your flour and put it in a Ziploc. You can use a Ziploc or you can use a cellophane, okay? And I use my flour maybe twice before I throw it away, okay? Once it starts getting curded up and you start seeing them knots and stuff in the flour, throw that away, okay? Throw it away. It's time for it to go in the trash. So now that this flour is pretty good, there's no knots and nothing up in it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get started, okay? Now, another thing, when you're frying chicken, the best thing to use is some tongues. These guys right here. Because if you use a fork and puncture the chicken, then you're losing a lot of the juice inside of the chicken. Every time you hit it with that fork and you see the juice ooze out, then therefore you drying out your chicken. So you don't want to do that. You want to, whenever you're frying chicken, frying anything really, you want to hit it with some tongues, okay? Now, you guys know, a lot of you guys that follow my channel and watch me cook and all that kind of stuff, you guys know I'm not in the kitchen at nobody's restaurant or nothing. I'm in the kitchen in my home. So I don't feel like I need no scarf and no head rag and net and none of that. I mean, we in my house. We in home. This is some down home cooking. This ain't at the restaurant. We ain't Marie Callender's and all that. So anyway, so what you do, simply, you know, just show you about, and what I'm cooking this in, I'm cooking this chicken in a Dutch oven. What's a Dutch oven, Auntie? I told you guys the last time. The Dutch oven is this cast iron pot. Okay? These are called a Dutch oven. Okay? I know one time before Lyric was like, Mama, what's a Dutch oven, Auntie? Tell me what's a Dutch oven. Well, a Dutch oven is simply a cast iron pot. And, you know, some old school type stuff, you know. And they cook very well. A lot of people fry stuff in them. Fry fish, chicken. Make greens and stuff in them. It's just a nice, cool pot that can go from the stove to the cooktop. And they just call them a Dutch oven. So, anyway, family, we're going to start some of this chicken frying, and I'll be back. All right. This is, bye.